In this video I will talk about GE UPS. As you can see, this is GE UPS. It's a LP series S2 60 kVA UPS. You have two buttons here for the inverter on and off, and you can have one button here for the load off. These are the other buttons used for the configuration. As you can see, this is the main display of the UPS. From the display you can understand the operation of the UPS. This is the main powers come to the rectifier. Rectifier will convert AC to DC and will charge the batteries. These are the batteries. After that, you can see we have here one inverter. This is the inverter. The inverter will convert again DC to AC whenever the main power going off. The power will come from the batteries to the inverter. The inverter will convert DC to AC. Now you can see we have one other line which has come to here. This is the bypass line. Whenever the bypass line is on, means the inverter is in bypass mode, and this line will be same like this, and the power will be cut off from here. And this is one auto transformer. If there is any fault in the inverter, the power will go automatic from here. The auto transformer making sure there is no fluctuation in the power. You can see here, these are the load on L1, L2, L3. Currently there is 12% load on L1, L2 and 11% load on L3. You have to keep balance the load always. Now I will show you some parameters. If you want to see your parameters, what is your voltage, frequency and other parameters, you have to go to meter. You can see here it's showing the battery. This is the voltage, 273 volt from the battery, 272 volt. You can see this is the temperature sensor T. Currently is disabled. You can see the charge level of the battery is 100% charge. You can see here, if the main power goes off, you can run your UPS until 333 minutes. This is the backup duration of your batteries, and you can see the charger mode is float. Now you want to see the other parameter, press this button. This is the booster. You can see the frequency of the booster, 50 Hz. This is the L1 244, L2 245, L3 241, and this is the phase voltage 400 volt. This is the 400 volt. You can see the other parameters. Now this is the main power parameters. Frequency of our main powers which we are feeding to the UPS is 50 Hertz, and this is the L1 to 42, L2 to 44, and L3 is to 41 volt. Let's see the other parameters. You can see this is now the inverter parameters. Frequency of the invert is 50 Hertz, and L1 is 230, L2 230, and L3 as well 231 volt, and the temperature is okay. Let's see. Now you can see here the loads, module load. Load on L1 is 11.8 amperes. This is the voltage of L1. This is the voltage of L2, and the load on L2 is 11.8 ampere, and load on L3 is 10.2 ampere. It's in percentage 12 and 11%. This is the load on inverter. Let's see. You can see here bypass. This is the counters. You can see here the events. So bypass mains failure 61 times, rectified mains failure 78, inverter time in hours, UPS upper time. You can see here this is the time in hours. Here our inverter running hours. You can see here the overloads. Our UPS is never overloaded. It's showing 0. Let's see the other. You can see here the number of fast transients. 2 millisecond, 2 millisecond, 5. This is the echo rate 33%. Let's see. These were the all parameters I showed to you. If you want to come back to the main screen, press this button. This is your main screen. From this button you can view your alarms. This will show you the detail of the alarms. Press enter. You can see NR255. This is the code of the alarm, and this was occurred on 16/11/2020. This is the time, and you can see the other, the next. You can see here the next as well, inverter and main C450. If you want to see more, you can see all of these events. If you want to silence your alarm, you have to press this button. Sometime if there is alarm in the UPS, it will give the beep sound, and here you will see some hazard sign as well, and this is the alarm. You have to silence, so press this button for the silence. Currently we are running on the normal AC power, so this button, this light will be on in normal AC operation. If the AC is not available, the light will go off. Here you can go to the setup, and here you can go to the commands. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. In the next video I will give you more detail about GE inverters.